This AF not disappointing, and I absolutely love it. The Brave Warriors of Namibia, shout out to you. Run the intro and the three games we're going to talk about. So the first game, it is a historic moment for Burkina Faso. Incredibly, and this is actually incredibly because we know this team has made semifinals and finals before in the Afcon. They have won their opening game for an Afcon for the first time in their history. That was the most craziest stat of today. The game, however, was really not a fair reflection of the result because Mauritania, who I said have good home side, can they translate that to a neutral venue of the Afcon? Played a brilliant game. Kofi, the goalkeeper for Burkina Faso, made I would say two incredible saves. The free kick from Koita, where it was just swerving and he had to make an acrobatic save. That was incredible. He had to make another save. I think it was from Gassama in the second half, where he just got a little fingertip towards it. Kofi was probably man of the match for those saves. The problem for Mauritania is Abubakar Kamara, who's of course their star man, had to come off, I think, injured during the game. He's a big miss, but I don't think that really phased Mauritania. They had a perfect plan. They really just forced Burkina Faso out wide. They didn't allow them to play down the middle, and Burkina Faso were really finding it difficult to break down Mauritania. As soon as Bertrand Traore then came onto the field, you just saw a difference. He was a little bit more direct, taking on the defenders, and I think that's what Burkina Faso needed. Because if you look at their attack, Konate, Aziz, Badolo, Bangare, not the greatest. And it was evident in this game. Now we're going to get to the penalty. Again, some controversy. Kabori is going down already. I don't think it's a pen. I don't think it's a pen. Kabore is falling down. I can't remember who from Mauritania fouled Kabore. If that's a penalty, oh my God. Oh, but take nothing away from Bertrand Traore. Fantastic finish from him. The penalty was exquisite, but it's just heartbreak for Mauritania. The 96th minute, and Mauritania with all that work and creating all the chances just couldn't find a way to win this game. And they've only scored one goal in their Afcon history. They should have made it two today, but Kofi had other ideas. This is a game where, okay, Burkina Faso, they did history. Wasn't their best game, but I think we have seen they start slow in Afcons, they build their way. They build their way. And they did that once again today. Mauritania, they should be happy, and they're going to be a team. Their next game is Angola. They have to win it. They have to win it. And that's a game they can win. Because we saw Angola, good team, but can get at. So the Mauritania can win it. Burkina Faso, next up is Algeria. They could really dent Algeria's hopes of this AFCON if they win that game. So, yeah, incredible game. Even though it finished 1-0, it was still incredible to watch. The next game, Mike, you know what? I'm just going to do this. It is so funny. It is so funny how Namibia's nickname is the Brave Warriors. Because they played like absolute warriors today. Shout out to Namibia, man. It just how they performed. I was honestly astonished. I was astonished. Their star man, Peter Salule, who I talked about in the preview and predictions, should have had a hat trick today. In the first, I would say, 20 minutes, he had two tap-ins that he missed. A guy like him, who I know playing for Mamelodi Sundowns, very good player, should be scoring those. And he didn't. This game should have been 3-1 Namibia at least. And that just speaks to how an excellent game they had. And I mean, if you're Namibian today, this is historic. It is their first ever victory in the AFCON. This Afcon is just simply amazing, and football is simply amazing. Where it doesn't matter. Look at the FIFA rankings. Tunisia is 28th. Say what you want about FIFA rankings. Tunisia are 28th. Namibia are 115th. They have never won an Afcon game until today, and they fully. This isn't no. Oh, okay. They just got a corner, and maybe they got a lucky bounce. No, they should have won this game 3-1. Hoto, Shalulu, Limbondi, excellent. Petrus in the midfield as well. I mean, Namibia just every time they went forward, direct. It wasn't no, oh, we're just gonna keep the pass, we're gonna be safe. They just played with absolutely no fear. And that's why I say it's fitting that their nickname is the Brave Warriors, because they play with zero fear. The goal, wow. I mean, talk about a cross from Muzu. That cross was insane. The pace, the accuracy. Hoto, if he missed that, oh my, that would have been just such a damper on such an amazing performance from Namibia. He scores in the 88th minute. Talk about, winning at the depth. It is that from Namibia. So shout out to them, man. It was just an incredible game to watch because, okay, people say 1-0 wasn't really exciting. This game was so exciting. It was just so end to end with just chance after chance. Tunisia, on the other hand, I'm worried. I I don't want to overreact, especially like with the first games. I'm worried with Tunisia because I'm reading my notes here. The only opportunities they really created set pieces. Scani's got to score a couple of those. You have to score those if you're Scani. Come on. You had at least 4 chances with that. He is wide open in the box for a couple of those headers, and he couldn't finish one of them. I was really sort of disappointed by Tunisia today. I really thought they were going to perform a lot better. Skiri didn't really have a lot influence in this game either. So overall, really, really poor from Tunisia. I don't know if it's just because of the heat or what, or because Namibia were amazing, but overall, you have to look at Tunisia and say, poor. Achuri, I expect better. He beat a man a couple of times, but there was nobody in the box really. Malul, who we know from the left back, loves to get forward. He always loves to get forward. Didn't get enough of him today. I just have to look at Tunisia and say really poor performance, and they got a must-win game now. They're playing Mali next, and they have to win it. I mean, they have a good history against Mali, last Afcon World Cup qualifiers, but it's a tall order. But take nothing away from the Brave Warriors because they fully deserved it, and that's why we love football, for these moments where the underdogs step up and no fear whatsoever, no adversity, just play ball and just win the game. So shout out to them. But yeah, I'm just sconning with that one header. But the goalkeeper, Kasubua, incredible save as well. It was just like pinpoint. Just had to make a quick reaction, tip it over the bar, and he did that. And I mean, if you're Namibian today, you must be absolutely partying. Party like it's I don't know when, because this has never happened in the country's history, and they're going to do that tonight. So shout out to Namibia. Tunisia, I am worried. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below as we go to the final game, as it was the late kickoff between Mali and South Africa, and this game was absolutely insane. This game was so much fun to watch. If you were not watching this game, I'm sorry. You missed an absolute banger of a match because that first half, this game is all going to be defined by Percy Tau. Yeah, Percy Tau, who had about 4 chances, missed a penalty. He sent it back to, I don't know where, Cape Town, Johannesburg, or wherever. He sent that penalty back there. He had 2, just, so frustrating. If you're South African, you must be thinking to yourself, that first half, we should have been 2-3-0 up. They played amazing. I was so impressed by South Africa. There was some question marks about the team. Okay, how are they going to play? I was really impressed by Zwane, Mokoena, Moseko, and then Percy Tau was everything other than the finishing. Percy Tau was amazing in that first half. But he had almost all the opportunities. And I'm not saying that Mali had opportunities as well. but South Africa will be kicking themselves because that first half, they should have been 3-0 up at least. I'm sorry, 3-0 up. The penalty, though, was the elbow. I don't know. That seemed a little bit harsh in my opinion. But hey, maybe the football gods were with Mali today because the second half, that's the Mali. We know the quality this team possesses with all the players: Bissouma, Haidara, Dumbia, the 20-year-old. That's a talent right there. Sunyoko, Koita, the fullbacks, Traore from Real Sociedad, Sako. This team is just so talented, even with the injuries of Ginepo, Ibrahima Kone, Adama Traore. The endless talent that this country has is insane. But the goal, first goal, I mean, the free kick was incredible. The save from Williams was incredible as well. Why are all the South African players just looking at the ball and like, wow, oh my God, it's an incredible save. And then the only one who was ready to pounce on it was the captain, Traore, who just had an easy job to just tap it in. I mean, if you're, again, like, you cannot switch off like that if you're South Africa. You cannot. And they switched off and they got punished for it. 1-0 for Mali. The second goal, Mali, great press in South Africa's half. They win the ball. Dumbia plays in a perfect pass into Sinioko, and it's 2-0, and the game was done. This manager, Eric Chile, made an absolutely brave decision. He took off Yves Bissouma. I don't know if he had an injury, fatigue, or what, or if it was tactical. But hey, it worked out because Koulibaly then came onto the field and he was a bit more direct. And I think that's what they need in Mali. They were a bit too side to side. They were trying to do the perfect goal. They just need to be direct. They were. This game is going to be defined by Percy Tau. It is. I'm sorry. Like when you have those opportunities, it's like Darwin Núñez for Liverpool. If he's missing the chances and Liverpool don't win the game, you got to put the blame on him. Percy Tau today, the blame is on you. The blame is on you. I know you can say defensively, oh, okay, sometimes South Africa a little bit too crazy with the playing out from the back, but hey, it's their philosophy, and it worked very well in the first half. That's what I'm saying. South Africa played a great game in the first half, but got punished in the second half. But this game was so amazing. Basically a game of two halves. First half, all South Africa. Second half, all Mali. But if I'm South Africa, I wouldn't be so dampened by the result because clearly this team is good and clearly this team can create chances. It's just about you got to finish your chances. Magopa, the striker, the less said, the better. This is where you think to yourself, if they had Lyle Foster, oh my God. If this team had Lyle Foster, South Africa might have won this game. They just needed a striker, a clinical striker, but he wasn't there, of course. And Mali, at the end, they deserved the result because they were by far the better team in the second half. But that first half was all South Africa, and they'll be kicking themselves. And I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below of Mali's victory, Namibia's incredible, incredible victory, and Burkina Faso creating history of themselves, winning their first ever opening match at the Afcon. Incredible day again at the Afcon. It is, last time around with the Afcon, it was a bit boring, a bit stale, 1-0 all the time. This time around, it's been nothing short of sensational. And I absolutely love this tournament. And I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to hit the like button. Guys, if we can get up to 200 likes, that'd be fantastic. We are closing on 10,000 subscribers for the channel. So if we can get to that, that'll be absolutely amazing for all the hard work that I've been putting in. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Have a beautiful day. And tomorrow, 2 more games. And then we got match day 2 beginning on Thursday. Adios, everybody.